All right. Once again, you know what? We need to make this a series too, where I don't know what to call it, but for the reactions where I've heard the name, I know of them, but I haven't heard anything or know much about them. I need to make a whole new series for that. Because once again, I've heard of Coldplay. And to my knowledge, I don't know a song directly. Now, Viva La Vida. It sounds familiar. We'll see if I actually know it, but the title sounds familiar. I don't know where I've said it or where I've heard it from, but it does sound familiar. And again, I've heard of Coldplay, but I never really delved deeper into them and knew much about them. So because this is our first reaction, we got to do some research, find out what we're dealing with here. I feel like they're still a big name. I still feel like I hear their name in like social settings still. So I'm going to assume they're still active, but here we go. Coldplay are a British rock band formed in London in 1997. They consist of vocalist and pianist Chris Martin. That sounds very... I forgot where. I don't know if I was watching like a late night show, Fallon or Kimmel or something. Chris Martin sounds very familiar. Guitarist Johnny Buckland, bassist Guy Berryman, and drummer Will Champion, and manager Phil Harvey. That's the first time I've ever seen a manager mentioned in the Wikipedia page. They initially met at University College London, calling themselves Big Fat Noises. I was about to say Noses. It's Noises, okay. And changing to Starfish before settling on the current name. I'm so happy Big Fat Noises is actually pretty cool. I like that name. I'm cool on Starfish. That's like, Coldplay is cool though. I like Coldplay. It says they're still active. Alternative rock, pop rock, post Britpop. I feel like I can guess what that means, but that's a new one. With over 100 million albums sold worldwide, they are among the best-selling musical acts of all time. Fuse ranked them as the 6th most awarded group in history. They currently own 3 of the 50 highest-selling albums in the UK and the most number one albums in the country. Yeah, they're still active. They're bringing up, okay. I'm seeing they are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but it doesn't say what year. They also have 2 of the top 10 highest grossing tours of all time. Coldplay are considered one of the most influential and pioneering acts in the world. Okay, so we talking about icons. Again, I've definitely heard of Coldplay. I've just never, just in my terrible and limited music history knowledge, I just never thought to learn more about them, but I've definitely heard of them, and I definitely heard of Chris Martin. That sounds very familiar. And Viva La Vida sounds very familiar as well. So when we get into the reaction, if I recognize it, y'all know I'm gonna let y'all know we don't do fake reactions. I'm always honest with y'all. Again, the title sounds familiar, but we'll see if it's the song that I'm thinking. I'm not even thinking of the song, but I'm just, I have a good feeling I'm going to know it. But yeah, we're dealing with icons. We're dealing with legends here. Still active, which means they were active. It said 1997. Damn near 30. It's almost 30 years. 4 more years, it'll be 30 years. That's very impressive. I mean, now is impressive, but 30 years in the game, that level of success, that is not normal. That is not normal. So clearly they're doing something right. So I can't wait to hear this, man. Viva La Vida. We'll do song research afterwards. But yeah, man, let's get into Coldplay. Let's see what's going on here. 1,000,000,000,000%. You know something, and I don't even know the words. I've 1,000,000% heard that before. Dun 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 dun. I've 1,000,000% heard this before. Don't know where. Probably just in passing, mall. I've 1,000,000% heard this before.
Rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world.
Beautiful lyrics. Beautiful lyrics. So it said, I'm hearing an orchestra, but it said this was guitars, bass, and drummer. So, but I'm gonna have to like really hone in and like try to. You got like a percussion, boom, 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 boom. Like I hear that, but I haven't heard. I don't think I've heard a bass, and I definitely don't think I've heard a guitar. So I'm just very like it sounds like a straight up orchestra. Beautiful violins, beautiful. It's definitely the standout for me at the moment out of all the instruments, but the violins are just beautiful. But yeah. This is and again, I can't tell you, and I think in one of them award shows I may have watched years ago, I've heard this, but like to actually sit and listen to it now is crazy. But yeah, this is definitely something I've heard before, and definitely something that I'm amazed that I'm just now figuring out. But wow.
Wicked and wild wind blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For
That's beautiful. Oh, okay, let me stop. That's beautiful though. And what is that? Dun 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 dun. I was about to say it's a You know what? I just wait till I do song research. But that's beautiful. What? Just out of curiosity, I forgot to say it. I forgot to say it when I did the research. Oh wow, they've been on all the big labels: Capitol, Atlantic, Warner Music, and EMI. Okay, Fierce Panda and Parlophone. I haven't heard of those two, but the other four I've 1,000,000,000% heard. Okay, I can't wait to find out. I can't wait to do the song research, because again, I've heard this song in a million award shows. I feel like this song has won a million awards, everything. I can't wait to do the song research.
That was when I ruled the world.
I like that. I like the humming fade out. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah, I want to go straight to the song research. Never known his word. Well, that was when I ruled the world. I want to know what that song meant. Because it has so many different references. Here we go. It was written by all members of the band for their fourth album, Viva La Vida, or Death and All His Friends, 2008. The lyrics to the song contain historical and Christian references, and the track is built around a looping string section in unison with a digitally processed piano. So that was the piano. Dun, 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 dun. I guess that was a piano, huh? I don't know. I thought it was like, yeah, I guess it would be. Okay, wow. With other layers gradually being added as the song builds. Orchestral pop, that's a first. Art rock. Art rock is a subgenre of rock music that generally reflects a challenging or avant-garde. Which makes use of modernist, experimental, or unconventional elements. That still doesn't help me. Art rock aspires to elevate rock from entertainment to an artistic statement. So is it saying that the other genres of rock don't make an artistic statement? I'm confused because all music is art. So I'm confused on why it's like specified. Clearly I'm missing something. Okay, Parlophone, Capitol Records. Okay. Capitol Records, I'm sure loved them. Was this number one in the States? It had to have been. Debuting to critical and commercial success. Reached the top spot of UK singles and the Billboard Hot 100. Yeah, it had to have been. Oh, it won Song of the Year at the Grammys. At the 51st, annual in 2009. Yeah. I heard this song a trillion times in passing. I'm like, it gotta be like the biggest song ever. It's still, well, it says has become the band's highest charting single. But I just read that they had another top number one Billboard 100. So maybe it's saying at the time it was their biggest one. It is the first song by a British group to reach number one on the Billboard Hot 100 since "Wanna Be" by the Spice Girls in 1997. All right. Radio loved it. Digitally, it did phenomenal. It's been certified triple platinum. Canada did great. Sport usage. Soccer, hockey. Oh no, plagiarism allegations. Oh, for the melody. See, that's something that's always, like, I've always kind of questioned. Tell me exactly how can you plagiarize a melody, right? Or, like, what exactly? So if okay, say I want to make a song like, what's a good example? Okay, say I want to make a song like Led Zeppelin Black Dog, right? And I keep doing this, and I keep doing that, and I do a break, do that, do a break, do that, do a break, right? And I have a similar melody. So let's say instead of say I do something like no. I never understood how can you say somebody plagiarized a melody? I'm 1,000,000% sure that the exact same melody we just heard, you would have heard, and definitely something in from some orchestra somewhere, or I don't know. I just don't like the melody plagiarism law. Most recently, it's happened with, I guess the biggest case was the Blurred Lines, Marvin Gaye, Robin Thicke, that whole fiasco. It's like, I get it. You hear the boom, boom, boom. Everybody get a boom, 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 the boom, boom, boom. I get it, but it's like, it's not like they took that melody and like they just took Marvin Gaye's song. Like, they may have took a similar element, used it in a similar way, but that doesn't mean they stole it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That plagiarism on melody thing. Now, lyrics and stuff like that, I could understand. And even with lyrics, it's like, I've heard in all these reactions I've done, I've heard people say similar lines. It's not that I didn't think that they plagiarized or they stole a line. It's like, you know, I don't know. Oh wow, they got a few. Oh wow, they have a few lawsuits for this song. Copyright infringement. Boy, do I know that battle. Somebody else said he had a similar song. Somebody else said they melody structures. Chris Martin once said that the plagiarism, allegations were inspiring him, and added, "If everyone's trying to take away our best song, then we'd better write 25 better ones." I like that. Because that's all it is, right? I'm sure there are a billion songs where somebody said, "Hey, that sounds like something I wrote, but it ain't this song. It ain't Blurred Lines. It ain't the number one record in the world." So it's only when you're dealing with number ones or big hits do people do all of this complaining and, "Oh, that sounds like something I did." If this song was nothing, I'm sure they wouldn't have heard a word. So, I get it. And I get it. A number one makes a lot of money. So I'm not upset with people wanting to go after what they think is theirs. But a similar melody, that's just so picky. That's so picky to me. But I'm not a musician. I'm not an artist. I would be very upset if somebody just took one of my reactions or something and used it as their own. I get it. I understand. It just seems like it's... how can you really prove that somebody stole something from you specifically? That just seems like such a reach. But anyway, to the song. I enjoyed the song. Like I said, I've heard this song in passing, I feel like a gazillion times. It's definitely not something that you would hear me listen to a lot. Again, while I do like it, and maybe what it's saying from the art rock perspective, from an artistic standpoint, it does sound very poetic and has a something that you would almost hear in a museum looking at statues and like an art exhibit or something. But for something that I would just listen to randomly or just turn on in my car, it probably wouldn't be one of those. It wouldn't be one of those. But I do like the song. I love, the references to it mentions St. Peter, and it talked a lot about... you know what? That's something maybe I'll see it. What exactly does the song mean? I feel like I would be failing myself if I didn't at least find out. The song's title is taken from a painting by 20th century Mexican artist Frida Kahlo. I've definitely heard of that name. Viva is an expression used to acclaim someone or something. So long live life is an accurate translation, and the painting reflects the artistic irony of acclaiming life while suffering physically. Wow. Wow, okay. Frida Kahlo's strength, enduring polio, a broken spine, and a decade of chronic pain, lead singer Chris Martin said, "She went through a lot of pain, of course, and then she started a big painting in her house that said, 'Viva La Vida.' I just love the boldness of it." That is amazing. But what exactly does the song mean? Let me see. If I wrong, and that was when I wrote the world. What exactly does that mean? Was a retelling of the French Revolution and the death of King Louis. I don't know. I think that's the 16. No. What's XVI? Is that this? It gotta be the 6? No. Because V is... Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, a portion of the 1830 painting Liberty Leading the People by French artist Eugene Delacroix. Wow, so it was talking about the French Revolution? Wow. I mean, again, a lot of the references, I could see that, but okay. I mean, who am I to argue? I definitely wouldn't been able to point that out. Y'all let me know if that's exactly what this song is about. Y'all definitely are my saving grace when it comes to my knowledge on things, especially my reactions. Y'all let me know. Is this song about the French Revolution? And let me know what else from Coldplay I need to check out. Once again, I've definitely heard of them, and now I've heard their biggest song. Well, one of their biggest songs. So I definitely want to hear more. So y'all let me know what else from Coldplay I need to check out, and what other knowledge or any more information on them or this song that I need to know. Because I feel like while I learned a lot, I feel like I'm still missing something. So y'all let me know what else from this song I need to know. But I'm very excited and ready to learn more and hear more from Coldplay. So request and recommend it, and I'm on it. But as always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time with Coldplay. Peace.